Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome back to another episode of the Dinosaur Mine. Last time we worked a little bit on the Easter egg, at least we started. As you can see, I haven't done anything here. Wow, that looks weird. That kind of looks like, oh, look at that. It looks kind of like the screen glass if you're far enough away, where it's like 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel. But if you get closer, you see the actual texture. But today, I want to revisit our Mammoth problem, the despawning problem, and I have an idea for an experiment that requires 2 more mammoth embryos, that also requires 1 name tag and 2 piglets that hopefully are still in the enclosure. We'll find out about that. Hello, skeleton residues, how are you doing today? Mammoth embryos. How many? Oh, look at all these DNAs. You know what we should do? Let's put 2 of those into the cultivators just in case our experiments fails. So we have a little bit of a backup. I think that's... wait. Oh, it's a new water texture that I didn't recognize. Alright. It kind of looked like ice there for a second and I thought, huh? How could water freeze down there? That's not possible. And indeed, it is not possible. It was just a new water texture, so I haven't gotten used to it after we had the shaders for a couple of episodes already now. What is it I need? I need a name tag. So, you guys sent in countless of amazing name suggestions for mammoths. But, by far the most popular one that you guys wanted to hear is, of course, the Ice Age reference. We're gonna call one of them Manfred. Manfred? Manny. Manny? Money? I don't know. I only saw Ice Age in German, I have to admit. But we're gonna call... Oh, no capital A there. I'm gonna call him Manfred. In German you would say Manfred. I have no idea how you pronounce that in English, really. I've never heard it pronounced in English, to be honest. Let me think. No, I don't think I have. Alright. We're going to the enclosure, and while I'm setting up this experiment, I decided that I'm gonna talk a little bit about my lab work. I know some of you might be interested, and I'm trying to keep it, of course, as simple as possible, just to give you a rough idea of what I'm actually doing in the lab for the next 5 months. So for those who don't know, I'm doing my master's thesis in biochemistry. And that's why I will be rather busy for the next, 5 months, as I said, probably 6 months. 5 months in the lab and then 1 month of writing everything together. Okay, how are we gonna do that? I still don't have carrots. Do I have leads on me? I don't have the lead on me. 1 pig is all the way up there, 1 pig is all the way down here. Boop, boop, boop. Oops. Well, I guess that's alright. Boop, boop. We're gonna build an enclosure in an enclosure. We're gonna make enclosureception here. I hope this will work out. 3 by 3 should be big enough. Hey, you little pig. Do you remember where I put the lead? I don't... Why am I going here? I have no idea. Where should my lead be? I guess I'm gonna push you in. It's gonna take some time, but I have some stuff to talk about anyways. For you scientifically interested people. So, I used to talk a little bit about science stuff in the past in this series. Oh yeah, perfect. You are very cooperative today. I appreciate that. Have a nice day, sir. And I decided to maybe pick it up every now and then again because I think it's a cool little topic to talk about. And at the same time, you guys might learn something about science and biochemistry here. So I hope most of you know that each cell has DNA, which basically saves the genetic code of basically everything, of how your body works, how it's set up. And this genetic code that every cell has needs to be translated into the proteins. And there's one particle that also every cell has. Oh, look at how it goes. Oh no, come back up here. No, don't do it. There's one particle that pretty much every cell has, and thousands of them, and that is the ribosome. I don't know if you heard of that before, but the ribosome is actually like tiny little machines that every cell has that is able to translate the message or the code from the DNA into proteins, which can then later act, for example, as enzymes in your body. And everything in your body is controlled by proteins. Every little thing. Everything. Everything. Just so you know. And these little machines, called ribosomes, they translate like hundreds of different proteins. And the good thing is they are all, they work pretty similar in all organisms. If you look at a bacteria, or if you look at like a human, on the cellular basis, the ribosomes work at least similarly. They have the same mechanisms. There is a difference between bacteria and higher animals, of course. I mean, there's always a little bit of a difference. But the general principles are the same. Come on, would you please follow me? Could you be so kind? Do I have to get out the slabs? I don't even have slabs on me. Do I have to get out the stairs for you? Are you that kind of pig? You are that kind of pig, aren't you? Alright, go up there. Yes, just like that. And boop. So these ribosomes, they translate like so many different proteins. And sometimes it happens that these ribosomes get stuck when they receive the message. So I guess, what could you compare it with? Maybe kind of like a 3D printer? Like they get the message and then they print out the proteins? More or less, very roughly, of course. Oh crap, I'm in here now, aren't I? Well, I guess I'm gonna give you some company, little pigs. I'm not gonna leave you. I want to see your mammoths. But I would rather get out of here. I have to admit. It's gonna get very comfy in here once you guys get your children. So yeah, they sometimes get stuck when they're trying to read the message, and then they have like a partially produced protein. And the cell has to deal with those stuck ribosomes somehow. And there are different theories that involve different proteins and different pathways. And this is basically the rough topic in which I investigate. I investigate a certain type of message basically that causes the ribosomes to get stuck. And I'm trying to find out what proteins are involved that the cell uses to basically rescue the ribosome and get it unstuck, I suppose is what you can say. So yeah, that's a rough topic in case you were interested. I don't know if you guys wanna like hear more about that stuff and more specifically. Let me know in the comments. I mean, I could probably talk a little bit more about that while trying to keep it as understandable as possible, of course. Because I know a lot of you guys don't have a lot of ideas about biology yet, or chemistry, or anything like that. But maybe you're interested in it. You never know. But yeah, oh yeah, I should say the cells that I use for that to investigate is actually yeast cells. So the same kind of animals, I suppose, you use to brew beer. So it's because they are very easy to cultivate. And that's the most amazing thing about yeast. They grow really, really well and really, really fast. And you can manipulate them fairly easy. And also a lot of them is already very well known, a lot of the mechanism of yeast. So that makes it a good target for studying. At the same time, although it's yeast are animals that only live by one cell, so they only exist, well, consist out of one cell. And of course, that is a huge difference to a human being who consists out of millions and millions and millions of cells. But the basic mechanisms in the cells are actually really, really similar. which makes it perfect for studying. So that's why I use yeast cells. Can be kind of a hassle to deal with yeast cells. It's pretty boring to make them grow, and then you have like liters and liters of medium, and you have to keep them at 30 degrees Celsius, and you have to keep them like stirred up, not really stirred, shaken, not really shaken, kind of in movement, so there's always enough oxygen in the medium. And yeah, lots of different stuff you have to take care of so they grow in the way you want them to, and then you kill them all. That's how it works. That is how it works. But yeah, that's the rough outline of what I'm going to be busy with for the next 5 months. Particularly in the lab that I'm working in, the ultimate goal is to get a ribosome with the protein that actually works with it attached to it. And then you put this whole thing into an electron microscope and hopefully get some cool pictures that you can reverse model into a 3D structure. But yeah, that goes too far. If I can get that far, I'm actually really happy. I don't know if I'm going to get to that point with my project, but we'll find out. I might keep you up to date on that if you guys wish me to do so. Come on, pigs. Are you ready now? You're almost ready. I know you are. 90%. 91. 92. 93. So we're gonna have... we don't gonna get the results of this experiment today. What I'm gonna do is... I kind of wish I could get the pigs out of there again now, while keeping the mammoths in there. That would be good. I might not be able to, though. How are you doing, guys? Ooh! There's one little mammoth, and there's another one. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna call you, little guy, we're gonna call you Manfred. Or Manny. Money, money, money. Can you please not move? I just wanna... There you go. It's you now. Okay, we named one of them. The other one will stay unnamed. And we're gonna constrain them into this 3x3 area here, which means they can't run off into the distance and we won't notice where they went. And this way, I hope they won't suffocate when they grow up, but I don't think the hitbox changes dramatically. This way we can always keep an eye on them, and we can see if the naming actually fixes our problem of despawning mammoths. And next episode probably, we will be able to see either both are still here, then I would say one of the mammoth or both of the other mammoths that we had before died somehow, maybe suffocated somewhere. If one is gone and only the one with the name tag is left, I guess we can safely say that the name tag saves them from despawning. And if... Wait, what was the first one I said? If both of them are still here, I think that's when we can say that they probably suffocated the other ones. When both vanish, that means we pretty much have no chance. We lost the battle already if both of them vanish now, because I don't know what else to do besides naming them like that. But I guess we'll find out soon. So, I think we have some time left, guys. How about we get to name the villagers next, or the one villager, I should say. I had some interesting suggestions. I have one favorite. Let's go back. I'm still thinking about it if I want to use 2 name tags on those guys, or if I just should name the villager, because, let's be honest, I will never be close enough to the kitchen chef to actually see the name pop up above his head. And if we know what his name is, I think we should be good. So, the suggestion came from Amanda, and actually I really liked it. We're gonna call those 2 guys. Where did I leave my anvil? Did I upstairs? Really? Did I go all the way upstairs? Yeah, I think I did. We're gonna call them. Let's see. Name tag in here. I have enough levels still, which is good. Tom and Jerry. Is that still a thing, I wonder? I mean, I I was watching Tom and Jerry when I was young, and even by then, I think it was already one of the old school cartoons that were on TV. So I don't know if that's still, is it still on TV, Tom and Jerry? Like the cat and the little mouse, and the cat always tries to catch the mouse and then always dies, more or less. Well, I don't think it dies, but fails, I should say, in some funny way. Ah, good old Tom and Jerry. I love the music they used with that. It was amazing. Some nice classic music. So I really like that idea, and we're gonna go with it. We're gonna have Jerry, oops, at the counter. I'm thinking right now. Was it always possible to name villagers like that? Because I remember that it was a huge problem to actually be able to name villagers, because whenever you right-click them, you open their crafting inventory, and you actually had to go in multiplayer, and someone had to right-click them, so another one can right-click the name tag on them. But I don't know if that was just in my head, or if that was actually a problem that they fixed. So we have Tom back there. You know what? We should get Tom. We should get him a nice kitchen knife, and what else should he have? Should he have a hat? Like a white leather helmet would be kind of fun. Like a chef hat. Let me see if I can get that done. I should have gotten it when I was in the lab just a minute ago. What else could he wear? I think I had an idea the other day. I mean, we could give him like a white shirt too. Not sure if that would be too good. Oh yeah, I wanted to try and give him something else besides a sword, because a sword doesn't really look like a knife. How about, for example, we give him like a little chisel? I think that could look kind of cool, like he's flipping burgers. Should we try that? Let's try and give him a chisel, and if he does not like the chisel, we're gonna give him an iron sword, I believe. Chisel, I think... that's the only chisel I ever crafted in this world, so I'm kind of happy that I still remember the crafting recipe. So we're gonna try and throw him a chisel. If he prefers that over the dirt, we are good. If not, we might have to give him an iron sword. And let's see, some leather, maybe. Oh wow, that's a lot of leather. Oh yeah, I used to kill a lot of cows, I remember. I remember in the good old days when I still killed cows for a living. Ah, the brown. Oh well, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna try it. This way he also won't burn up anymore, and I can get rid of the blocks that I placed like above his head in the kitchen. I think so, right? That was a 1.7 feature. That was not only it. Yeah, I think mobs with a hat on wouldn't burn up in the bright sunlight. Do we want to check on the Mammoth? I mean, right now they were probably unloaded already. And now they are reloaded. Mammoth reloaded. Let's check them out. Oh, I still hear one of them at least. They are both still here, which makes me happy. But we're gonna keep an eye on those guys. You never know what will happen. I will keep them in there probably until they grow up. Because if they grow up, I'm not gonna lose sight of them. I will always be able to see them because they are gonna get quite big as far as I know. Alright, Tom, are you ready to receive a knife? Maybe? Maybe not? Do I want it over the counter? You can have it. It does not like he would accept it. Where did it go? Knife? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna boop, boop, and hello. Sir? Do you not like a beautiful chisel more than this wooden plank you have in your hand there? Apparently not. I guess we'll have to resort to the iron sword. We have to resword. Get it? Ha! Okay, not funny. I know, I'm sorry. Can we sleep? No, we cannot sleep. Then we're gonna craft the iron sword during nighttime. And we're gonna throw it on the ground. And then we're gonna go to sleep. Come on, sunshine. Here we go. He should accept an iron sword because that's definitely more valuable than a plank. There you go. Now you have your kitchen knife. How about some... Oh yes, look at him. Look at him go. All in fashion and style. Yeah, you are a kitchen chef. Alright, get to work. Flip your burgers. We need to sell stuff. Jerry, are you ready to go to business? I hope you are. What are you selling? Bread? We need to work on that, my friend. We can't just sell bread here. That's not how it works. People want meat. You heard that? Meat. I'm gonna give you some emeralds, okay? And you are gonna trade meat very... Oh, where are you going? Where do you think you're going, huh? Get back to work. Don't be lazy like that. I don't pay you for nothing. I don't pay you for standing around. Customers could be here any second. Alright, I think I even have some emeralds. Should I walk one more? Let's walk one more time back and forth to the lab and grab some emeralds. I'm trying to think. They definitely changed the villager trading mechanics a lot between 1.7 and 1.8. I think that, yeah, that's the one where they changed it. So back then, there were far fewer professions than there are nowadays in 1.8. But I'm pretty sure that those guys could also trade like pork chops and even steaks. Emeralds? Let's pay him 5 emeralds. That sounds reasonable, right? I think that sounds very reasonable. For the time he worked for us. We might pay him more later. If we should ever buy some food from him. That would be actually also kind of cool. Having him like giving us like cooked food. I would love that. But as always with these villagers, if you trade too much just one thing, they will lock up and you have to trade something else to get it back again. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Also, I don't really like wasting all my emeralds, to be honest. Because emeralds are nice. And although I have quite a few... Okay, you are planning your business strategy there. I don't want to interrupt, but I want some bread from you. Thank you very much for your business. Nom 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 nom. That is some excellent bread, Jerry. I'm proud of you. So now, if you could give me some meat too. Wool, really? I don't have wool on me. Maybe more bread? Will that unlock another one, or do I really have to trade wool now? Huh? Are your trader instincts awakening? Yes, no, maybe? Doesn't look like it, so I might have to get some wool. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. So I hope you enjoyed. And I sure hope that our mammoth friends are still there. Why do I not see them? Do you see them? Okay, we have to go down there. There's no chance I'm gonna leave you like that without knowing what's up. Oh, I still hear them. Both are still here, so that's good. I hope they stay for a while, but we will hopefully find out next episode. Until then, have a nice day. And seriously, guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.